你们先强占我们国土，我们才会反击。
两国交界之地本就暧昧不清，如何算得强占？
早就划过地界，是你们毁诺。
I don't know about you, but when I first heard the arguments of Peisu and Kemo, I remember the Israel and Palestine conflict. Because it sounds like this.
Because A, it's not your land. B, you mentioned Jerusalem.
You can't tell me that, please. Don't say that.
I'm saying 100%. Palestine used to mean,
It feels like Banyue is Palestine and Yong'an is Israel and vice versa.
划界只是你们一面之词，沙漠归永安，绿洲归半月，这就是你们的划分。
半月人祖祖辈辈生活在绿洲，绿洲本就属于
You
我们。
just don't like this agreement. Just say it. Oh, Peisu saying like, because you're so unfair. You gave us all the desert and you'll be possessing all the oases? Shut up. Shut up, bro. It's like Palestinians saying, bro, we've lived here for decades and centuries and how many years? You were not here. We've been here for so many years. But this was originally our land. Historically, look.
Don't tell me it's not your land.
I'm saying it's not your land.
It's our land.
Like, how do you determine this is our land
True.
and it's not their land based on what?
History, international law, interest,
True.
verity.
Yes. How about empathy?
I have empathy. I'm just not willing to give up on my identity and what I believe is mine.
Generations to generations. It's like saying we're the descendants of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the origin of Israel. When you read the Bible, it is clearly stated that God gave them this promised land, the land of Canaan, now Israel. I don't know. I can't help but remember this very scene in parallel with this.
What's wrong with Jews living in Judea?
That's not the problem. The problem is that we actually talked about this land being for these people, and in the end, when we see Israelis coming in and actually building houses, that's showing us you guys don't want peace.
明日若是挣脱，大家就分散潜入永安，跟他们同归于尽。
Suicide bombings? Sounds familiar. You see here, between 1993 and 1995, 14 suicidal terrorist bombings took place in Israel. 86 victims perished in these attacks, which were carried out by militant Palestinian organizations that oppose peace treaties between the State of Israel and the Palestinian people. The modus operandi of the perpetrators were detonating in a public area, an explosive device carried on or in close proximity to the terrorist's body. In the book it says, the people of Banyue were fierce in nature and hated Yong'an to the core. Even knowing they were about to be defeated, they wouldn't submit. So the entire population of the kingdom, the young and the old, the women and the men, all banded together to assemble something. So Xiang asked, what was that something? Peisu said, explosives. They decided that if the kingdom was to fall, the citizens would all carry explosives on their bodies, escape to Yong'an, mix into large, crowded areas, and blow themselves up to cause riots. Meaning, if they had to die, then they would drag as many Yong'an people down with them as they could. If the kingdom should fall, then they would terrorize the country that brought their downfall.
让我们从头清算，有多少次半月人在边境闹事，劫杀商队，屠杀边民，包庇强盗？
活该！你们先强占我们国土，我们才会。
So Peisu said, So you see, there are many things in the world that simply cannot be clearly defined or resolved. You can only fight. And then Xiang said, I'll agree to the first part. Then Sanlang on the other hand said, I'll agree to the second part. That means he agreed to the fight. Yeah, well, the only thing I wish is for Israel and Palestine to have leaders that think like Thorfinn. You know Thorfinn from Vinland Saga anime? Yeah, like that. You have no enemies, bro. You see, Israel is still now attacking Gaza and we can't do anything about it. And it's really difficult.